Good afternoon, Jets Nation. Welcome to the Jude Jets Show. And today we're going to be talking about the top 5 receivers in the 2021 draft class. So without any hesitation, let's get this thing started. Coming in at the 5 spot, we have Drake London, wide receiver from USC. Now, in the 8 games he played in 2021, he was very good. He is also really good at making contested catches, but he lacks speed. He does not create separation consistently enough, and out of the 5 players on this list, he has the highest drop rate in his college career among all of them. He also has a bit of an injury problem, appeared in 8 games in both his freshman and junior seasons. People rave about London's yard after catch ability. I mean, yeah, he's 6'4", 219 pounds. It was hard to bring him down in college, but most of the good yard after catch players in the NFL are fast. They have speed. They outrun defenses. And yeah, Drake London might break a tackle every now and then, but I don't feel like it's going to make that big of an impact at the next level. And you're much better off drafting a receiver who has legit speed. So Drake London, I'm just not a huge fan of him, and I hope that he is not the pick at 10. And then coming in at 4, we have Jameson Williams, wide receiver from Alabama. Now, he balled out in 2021 after transferring from Ohio State. He had 1,572 yards and 15 touchdowns before tearing his ACL in the national championship. I mean, he just has a ton of speed, was one of the best deep threats in college last season, arguably was the best, and is going to be a good deep threat in the NFL someday. Now, outside of just being a deep threat, he really can't do anything else. I mean, he's good speed, but I mean, that's really the only thing Jameson Williams can really do. Not really a guy who can make contested catches, and there are some receivers on this list who are fast and can make those contested catches, which is why I really don't have Jameson Williams that high on the list. But I mean, he's just really fast, and it's going to be a good deep threat in the NFL someday. And I see a lot of people having a negative on Jameson Williams being that he couldn't get playing time over Chris Olave or Garrett Wilson, but I really don't think you should use that as a big negative, because Joe Burrow couldn't start ahead of Dwayne Haskins and ended up becoming the first overall pick, leading LSU to a national championship game, so I really don't think you should use that as that big of a negative. And coming in at number 3, we have Garrett Wilson. I'm just going to go ahead and say that Olave is my number 2. You know, Olave and Wilson are like 2A, 2B for me. I mean, both are very similar players. Both are coming from Ohio State. Both are similar in size. Both can make contested catches. Both are fast. Both can play on the outside and in the slot. I mean, they can pretty much do anything you want a receiver to do. I just like Olave a bit more because he is the taller receiver. He doesn't have as many drops as Garrett Wilson. And at Ohio State, you know, Chris Olave was always making headlines. He was just consistently good with the Buckeyes, and I just feel like he's a better player than Garrett Wilson. And then coming in at the number 1 spot, we have Treylon Burks, wide receiver from Arkansas. Now, a lot of people were sleeping on Treylon Burks because of his combine time, which was 4.5. He ran a 4.5 40-yard dash, and everyone just wrote off Treylon Burks. But if you turn on his tape, you know that Burks is much faster than a 4.5 speed. I mean, he outran a Georgia Southern defense for a 95-yard touchdown. You're telling me a guy with 4.5 speed can do that? He outran Alabama's defense for like a 55-yard touchdown. You're telling me a guy with 4.5 speed is doing that? I don't think so. I mean, Burks just plays much faster than what his 40 time indicates, and I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on him for the wrong reasons. Burks can also just pretty much do anything you want him to do. He can make contested catches. He can run out of defense. He does not drop the football a lot. He also can be used as a gadget player. If we want to use him in some in around, some jet sweeps, we could use Treylon Burks in that, and I just really like Treylon Burks. I mean, Treylon Burks is my wide receiver number 1 in this year's draft class, and that's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed, let me know by hitting the subscribe and like button. Check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Jude_Jets. For more content, you could also check me out on at Let's Talk Sports, writing some Jets articles for them, opinion on some of their podcasts. If you were interested in that, check them out. Their Facebook page is linked down below. And comment down below, do you agree with my wide receiver list? Do you don't agree with it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know down below. And I'm your host, Jude, signing off for now. See you guys later. Peace.